Hey you guys, good morning, healthy people. Happy Wednesday, November 2nd, 2022. Time is moving along. I told you I wanted to be more consistent, so this might look like the old Chisa journaling where it's dark outside, but I have my ring light so y'all can actually see me a little bit better. Here we go. We are in this together. Yesterday we talked about what faith means to us. I spent time journaling that, and I also spent time doing some other things. But now I want you guys to, if you're in a place to do this, I think that sometimes we block our own, like, block our things that we want, and block our access to faith. I don't even want to get into all that because I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't know anything. That's one thing that I know for sure is that I know nothing. But I have learned the power of forgiveness. That's what I'm trying to say. I've learned the power of forgiveness 1,000%. Yesterday I had my therapy session and I've closed, because you guys know I do EDMR, and I've closed down like I went in there with all these things that I wanted to work on, and the scale of 1 to 10, 10 being how they are impacting me the most, and then 1 being how, least affected I am. And I've worked through all of my targets, I believe that's what they're called, and I have 1 left. And it should be interesting. And it just should be very interesting, as is what I'll say. And with that being said, yesterday we talked about forgiving. I, I had knocked down this target. I got it down to pretty much a 1 or 2, right? It's done and it's over. But I said I think forgiveness was a big role and played a big part in that. And at one point, I just didn't know how to forgive. I did not want to forgive, probably because I didn't feel heard. I have no idea. I did this for myself before. This was something that I had my clients do. I had them write a letter to someone that they needed to forgive. I'm big on writing, and so they would write a letter to someone that they needed to forgive if they had blockage, or they would write a letter to themselves saying, I am worthy. And I'm kind of thinking about doing that with us as a whole, but they would say, I am worthy, and they could write down whatever it is that they felt they're worthy of, for a minimum of 66 days, because that's how long it takes to form a habit. So we're reprogramming our subconscious mind, or longer if needed. And so, but one thing I know about forgiveness is that can be tricky. I'm not a counselor, and that can stir up emotions for people that they don't need to stir up. So you know yourself, so don't do something you cannot do. But maybe you would just write their names. You don't have to go into deep details or depth of why you forgive them, why you need to forgive them, if you are able to or if you're not. But I personally today am going to write a letter of forgiveness, or I'm actually probably more so going to create a list, because I think I've forgiven everyone. So I actually probably will search for a second to see if there's some people that I still need to forgive, including myself, and then I will, like, forgiving myself. And then if I need to go further into that, I will. But if I don't need to forgive anyone else and I've done my work, then I'll just write a letter of the people that I forgave and celebrate that. But again, this has been a journey for me. Y'all know I started this in 2015. So it's been a journey. I think I was 35 when I started. So yeah, the healing never stops. It just gets deeper and deeper, and I get closer to a more authentic version of myself if life wasn't life and people weren't people. And uh, you know, yeah. So that's it. That's all. I am doing some forgiveness work over here before I go into my deep faith work, which we'll be doing for the rest of this month. All right. Wishing you guys healthier, happier habits. Have a happy Wednesday. Talk to y'all soon.